All right, people. Today, I want to talk about this man, Mark Anthony Myrie, otherwise called the Gargamel, Buju Banton. A youth who basically not come from nowhere. If when we look on, Jamaica music and most of the people who lead the charge in Jamaica music over the last 60, 70 years, Buju are one of them man. Come from the Salt Lane in a Kingston and basically you know, find him way through the one thing that him know he was good at. Taking the microphone and chant on the mic. Buju basically started out as a dancehall artist way back down in them little early early teenage years. And took the opportunities that he got. And he rose and rose and he rose to the highest heights in the music. And because we're not see it, fall down, bounce back, and is on the rise once more. Now, my relationship with Buju and the music, specifically the music, goes back to the 1990s, 1991 to be exact. Them time they may work as a sales rep. And in fact, lie me tell, may work as a sales manager with a big company in Jamaica, which shall be nameless. Me have a KP 500 stereo system in my car with all of the accoutrements to deliver the music. And, Buju, them time the Buju just a come through the gate, hot like fire. And the tune, me love my car, me love my bike, me love my money and thing. But most of all, me love my brownie. Now, them lyrics was a frequent set of lyrics that come through my Pioneer sound system. And them time me I carry my son, who would have been about 2.5 ago to 3. Me I carry him go school in at home. He still live at Portmore. And so me I play them tune so often that my son literally knew the song by heart. And as the song pop up on the system and him that I sing along, me I carry him go to school a morning time. Now, typical of most Jamaican people for find fault, because so how we stay in Jamaica, we find fault with everything. It's almost as if you get a prize for find fault. And so Jamaica people start to give Buju a hard time. So boy, I'm a this black woman because him a sing about browning and thing. And so, Buju followed that up by releasing the song Love Black Woman, which spoke to the love of his dark skin beauties. Me no stop cry for all black woman. Respect all the girl with the dark complexion. And of course, my son catch on from the song quick. And in no time, him know the song by heart. In 1992, Buju was unstoppable. His voice dominated the Jamaican airwaves, and it wasn't surprising that in that same year, 1992, Buju would have been so dominant as an artist. He broke Bob Marley's record of having the largest number of number one singles in a year. Buju's voice dominated the Jamaican airwaves for that year, and his debut album, Mr. Mention, included some of his greatest hits from that year, including songs like Bonafide Love, which featured Wayne Wonder, Mr. Mention. In fact, it was Wayne Wonder who would introduce Buju to the dancehall stage. Wayne Wonder took Buju to Sting, would have been same early 1990s and 1990, 1991. And of course, Buju grabbed the opportunity that this introduction to the stage gave him, and him never look back. In my opinion, Buju is without question one of the greatest dancehall artists to ever pick up a microphone. His voice, the deep, raspy voice that is characteristic of him, reverberated through the airwaves in Jamaica during that time. And of course, Buju went on to literally take the place by storm. Anytime you put Buju name on a stage show, the stage show sell off. Guarantee the dancehall fans full entertainment value for the money. And of course, guarantee forward after forward. And you know, so when forward are licking at them time, enough gunshot are lick because man a salute the Gargamel as him basically a reel off hit after hit after hit. Now, Buju's influence on the genre, dancehall, is undeniable, certainly at the time, completely undeniable. Many artists would have used every opportunity that them get in an effort to try imitate him. You know, him used to call himself Gargamel in the early days, and of course, everybody want to imitate Gargamel. You know, several of the artists them make them name by imitating his melodies and the deep, gravelly vocal sounds, including people like Mega Banton, who put out a hit, Soundboy Killing, a tune which was derived from Buju Banton's Red Rose, and Bounty Killer's New Gun, which was a spin-off from Buju's Big It Up. In time, Buju's lyrics began to reflect some violent themes, which, as Buju himself explained, it was reflecting the images that young Jamaicans were being presented with through the news media, and the fact that, you know, Jamaica had always been a place where violence was the preeminent thing. You know, in 1993, Buju lost 3 friends to the omnipresent violence that rocked through Jamaica over the period, and it continued to this day. You know, some of these were, well, one of them was Paned, the other one was Dirtsman, and the third was singer Mickey Simpson. Buju responded with a tune that became an anthem in at the time, significant anthem, a tune called Murderer, which condemned gun violence. And basically the tune went against the grain of what was being presented by the music fraternity at the time. Because it basically, you know, during them time, every man sing some gun tune. And when Buju bust with this tune, it was a sort of a flag for the dancehall community to kind of pull the brakes on the gunman tune them, you know. And of course, the song inspired several clubs to stop playing them kind of songs that with them excessively violent themes, and of course, violent subject matter. Now, of course, by late 1994, Buju was also affected by the death of his friend Garnet Silk, and you know, of course, during this time, it started to lax, you know, sight the light, as the mother said, and you know, they see the righteousness as a Rastafarian. Of course, by 1995, well, throughout 1994 into 1995, Buju toured extensively, and in 1995 he released what I call the monumental album, Till Shiloh. I have my opinions on the album, but without a doubt, in terms of the influences, which Buju never really spoke to, but as a man who have followed the music, me believe that a big part of this, the not necessarily the material, but the ethos that drove Till Shiloh was Marley. Marley final album, which, you know, the messaging. But be that as it may, Till Shiloh was an epic album. The album blended conscious lyrics with some hard hitting dancehall vibe, and it included some of the singles, earlier singles such as Murderer, Wanna Be Loved, and Untold Stories. By 1996, Buju had taken control of his recording business, and he established the Gargamel music label and released the popular single Love Sponge on vinyl, which this was released not only in Jamaica but also overseas. And the same year, Buju contributed songs like Wanna Be Loved, along with Los Pericos to the Red Hot organization's album Silencio Muerte, that's Red Hot plus Latin for the Hot Red Hot Benefit Series. Now, the series was reportedly raising money to increase AIDS awareness, but this was Buju's input. Of course, over the years, Buju continued to release a bevy of music. Albums such as the March 2003 Friends for Life, which featured some more sharply political songs, including Mr. Nine, an Antigone song that was a big hit in the Jamaica dancehall scene, as well as internationally. The album Too Bad was released 2006. Rasta Got Soul released in 2009, which earned Buju his 4th Grammy nomination. At this point, of course, Buju was at the height of his career. Considered an icon in the Jamaica music scene. And people like myself figured, Buju was at the top of the mountain as far as Jamaica music is concerned. Of course, it came as a shock to most of us, myself included, when in 2009, Buju was nabbed by USDA, the Drug Enforcement Agency, on cocaine and other charges. Of course, he was convicted and sentenced to 10 years and 1 month in federal prison. He served, 7 years? And of course, the US people let him out and sent him back to Kingston. And on his return to Kingston, he basically hit the road with the Long Walk to Freedom tour. Now, this is kind of the space where I have a little issue with Buju, because you do a thing and you pay the price. But me believe that Buju, as a man who is a significant influence in the music, him do him thing and him get effed up. But me thinks that Buju should have give a talk to the people of Jamaica. Because me personally, I tell you, enough of my colleagues and people of my age group, Buju let we down. That say man no move forward. But me would have think it would have been a big thing to us, the listeners, the people who support the music, who buy the record, who are follow Buju from him a little boy, go back in him little boy days. Me feel say boy Buju should have said something. But be that as it may, Jamaica people say when Buju come out of prison, him put on the Long Walk to Freedom tour. Now me, again, an issue I may have with this was that Long Walk to Freedom is the title of Nelson Mandela's autobiography. And, Nelson Mandela is a man from the 1970s. Me have followed Nelson Mandela's career. And so me personally believe when Buju use this term, this is just my opinion still, to headline, to label his concert is an attempt at equating himself with a great man. In my book, Nelson Mandela is the closest that we will see in our lifetime. A man who is as close to a saint as is humanly possible. That was Nelson Mandela. and Buju having a cocaine conviction behind him, I think this is a decimation of Nelson Mandela's um, the story of Nelson Mandela's, the title of Nelson Mandela's story. Of course, be it that as it may, Jamaica people stay. Everybody, when Buju come back down the yard, return like a king. And so the big concert, the first installment of the Long Walk to Freedom tour, bus and people went and supported. And, like every man who make a mistake, Buju deserve to get back on him foot. And I love the fact that him get back on him foot. I still believe, and that I just me, and that I just the value system and me live by. Me figure him still owe a talk to all of it. Be that as it may, his ability is unquestioned. And so when the other day when he got the opportunity to come back to the US and start to tour and get him life back together, I think, we need to celebrate it, and the listeners, the concert going public is out there with him all the way. Right now, he is looking to run, the Overcomer tour is on. The first installment of that ran off this past weekend here in South Florida. And he has a myriad of dates, just looking to the show dates on his website. And I tell you, he has a myriad of dates going through Tampa this weekend, yeah, and into Washington, D.C., Boston, Massachusetts, Hartford next month, the whole of next month between Hartford and Georgia, Texas in September, and of course Chicago in late September, and then he's back in New York on November 17th. And I wish him all the best because, his ability is unquestioned, right? Buju is without a doubt one of the best things that come out of Jamaica. Me see, me take a little issue too with a discussion. Let me see, him having on I think it was the drinks interview with some comments he made about the value, if you will, of Afrobeats music. And, sometimes we have to be careful because people like myself, we follow the music in a different way than just as a listener, And I think it was a misstatement, if you will, that Afrobeats is not contributing to the upliftment of youths in Africa. Nothing couldn't further from the truth in terms of that, because the Afrobeats music. I'm gonna want to use this video here for going at that, but there are so many big Afrobeats tunes out there that is lifting up Africa, who are deal with the Nigerian struggles, the Nigerian government, and how the government and the politician them are rip off the country, and the Afrobeats artists, they must speak to that. People like Burna Boy, who have quite a number of tunes out there where I deal with things. The reality is that music is about making money while it is about upliftment. But Buju, when one consider tune like Driver and Man for Dead, and Buju himself used to run some of them tunes too. The music is a function of the artist is creating songs based on the experiences where they're on the road. And the one of the thing about music is that it serves a purpose of telling the story of people's existence at a point in time. And so, I think Buju, in respect of his some of the utterances, him kind of missed the beat, right? So, but that's for a different video. As it stands, Buju is a dominant artist. Him on him way back. I mean, I wish him all the best as a conscious Rastaman. You know, one of a be my philosophy about speaking, about writing, and trying to provide yourself as an influencer is that you need to live the experiences that you talk about and the advice that you give to other people. You need to provide yourself as an example. So you need to live the experience as you talk about it. So, you know, while we want to encourage the youth them for ease off of the gunman and the badman lyrics, we have to set the stage by practicing where we are preach. You know, and finally, what may I say too is we have to be careful of how we, you know, criticize other people' music because you don't know the circumstances under which them have produced that kind of music. And music provide, Buju himself said on his own website, him talk about the the reggae music's mission is to uplift, educate, and eradicate negativity from the mind of people globally. And as you yourself say, Buju, you won't make that change, right? You have to be a purveyor, not only of your own words, but you need to live that. Let's hope that, go back down the road the way you got the other day. As you make your way now through on the second coming of Buju, I'm going to wish you all the best. Best of success. Let me hear what you think about what me think. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. And check out our videos on the Yard Media website. I have a whole heap more videos like this. Look for the music in a more in-depth thing. And let me see in the comments in the comment section. Until then, more time. Respect.